Yo, what's up everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of Kickin It with Art, and I am your host, your boy, Art. And today we're going to talk about the IG, also known as Instagram, algorithm. So, yeah, let's kick it. Alright, so like I said, man, today we're going to talk about the Instagram algorithm. I'm really here to mostly talk about my experience and what works for me, right? I'll probably use other examples of a few Instagrammers that I know, but mostly everything I'm about to talk about right now is just going to be what works for me, or what is working for me. All right, I kind of already want to talk about this, but I just didn't really know like what to say. But it wasn't until I saw a guy on Instagram go by the name of JD the Painter. Check him out if you haven't seen his work. I think he currently has about 30,000 followers, I believe. But yeah, he said, completely stop caring about if my page looks clean and organized. Instagram doesn't show any mercy. The only way to grow is by posting content. Content is king. Not having an art gallery. It sucks, but you got to play to win the game. So, I agree when he said that. Like, he posted it, and on the thing, I did like the 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, as in, like, I agree with what you're saying. We kind of have a few words back and forth, whatever. He gave me a follow, so I thought that was dope. And yeah, so I was like, man, look, now I want to talk about this now on my Kickin It with Art. I should have invited him on here, man. All right, so first, I'm just gonna talk about how my page has been doing. So I started Art by Art page in February 2009.
Huh?
I started the Art by Art page in February 2019. I'm sorry, 2009. Dang. So when I first started, I was just kind of posting some of the older work I have done, because at that time the only work I had done was Ron Hair Studio shoes, because he was like the first official client I had when I rebranded and opened back up as Art by Art. So I was just posting older pictures. I didn't really have like an order. I really didn't have like, I wasn't being strategic with my with my posting. I was showing progression pics, like I was showing myself. But overall, I think I really didn't have any like knowledge about when it came down to posting on Instagram and setting up your page to look a certain way. It's tough when you're starting a page from scratch, right? So even though I was doing this for 17 years, I was still new to the new way of customizing, as far as like using social media platforms to really show it off and make a business out of it. But I think I was being just like kind of naive to it all, because when I got on, of course, I started like following different customizers, seeing how these people had tens of thousands of followers. You know, they was getting, people were liking their stuff, and they were just growing. I was like, dang, I know I got dope work too. So, I just post my stuff, man. I'm pretty sure, everybody will just, find my page and start liking it and start sharing my stuff. I was being naive to the fact, and this, nah, you can't do that. You gotta put more than just talent, I guess I'll say, goes into this. It wasn't until I kind of decided that I was going to do some paid promotion. I was going to reach out to different pages, shoe customizing pages that I was following. I would tag them in my pictures and stuff like that, but I wasn't getting reposted or shared or anything like that, and just come to find out that it's more like a business page, which, I don't blame nobody for that. I can't blame nobody for building up a platform, right, and using it to make some money. Like, that's what it's all about. It's not personal, it's just business. I reached out to like several different pages to help me post my work. So one page I reached out to was Footwear Fashionista, ran by my homie HJ. She was a huge help when I first started out, helping me, trying to guide me with posting and when to post and different things to do. So a huge shout out to her and her shoe page. Follow her other page at HJ Artistry Designs. There was another page. It doesn't exist anymore, and I really can't even remember the name of the page. But I know it was ran by SQ_customs. I believe she ran that page, but that's her personal page right there. She also does great customizing work as well, so give her a follow as well. And another page that I remember using was Best Customs. Right now they got around 68,000 followers, and at the time they were the cheapest to promote my stuff on. It was only $7 a post, so take advantage of that. So around the time I posted my Chicago tribute shoe, I had just made that shoe. Like, I knew that shoe was something special, but you know, I was just like, man, I want people to really see it, because if I just do it and I just post it on my page, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna, it's gonna kind of die off. So I had all those pages post my work, and so I know from Best Customs that work got about, so right now it's at like about 7,000. I think it's around about 7,000 likes. And that was like the most that page had for one picture at that time. From about February to April, May, with the paid promotion and stuff like that, I gained about 600 followers. So I kind of shot up, and I was like, yes, you know what I'm saying? And so throughout the rest of that year, and like right at the beginning of like January of 2020, I hit 1,000 followers. So I thought that was pretty good, man. Like, you know, a full year, first back in the game for a full year, man. Gained 1,000 followers. I was like, cool, I'm on a roll. Let's do this. All right, so as more followers start to come in, I was like, man, I need to set my page up to look more professional, to look, you know what I mean, so it can look more intriguing when people want to come to it. And, you know, you got pages like Malcolm Garrett's, who his whole page looks like an art gallery, but I think it works for him because he's a professional photographer as well, and all his photos just look like a magazine spread. So, you know, that works for him. So I knew I wasn't a professional photographer. I didn't have like a photographer camera at that time. I wasn't editing photos at that time. So I wasn't gonna be able to get my photos to look like his. I'm like, okay, how else can I do this? So that's around the time when I think I found, or I may have already been following, but I just really started to pay attention to what DeJesus Custom Footwear was doing. He has a YouTube channel as well, kind of helping out artists, and he always talks about a page setup. The way I have my bio set up in my on my Instagram, I got that from him. He's like, make it to the point, you know what I'm saying? Tell people what you do. Use some emojis in there. You can have a quote in there if you want to. You know, if you have a website, include it. Use the highlights with matching buttons. And always keep your stories active so people will know that you're an actual person and you're not a scammer. In addition to that, his page, he rolled with like the three-row method. So there'd be 3 photos, because you look on Instagram, right, it's in threes. Those 3 photos will all be like the same shoe but in different poses. In his case, he would have the shoe, he would do like a little video in the middle, and then he'd have like another picture of another angle of that shoe. So I was like, I can do that. You know, that's simple enough. I can do that. So that's the method I decided to roll with. So I started doing that. Like, this was around when all the followers started coming in like mid 2019 is when I started doing it. So here we are now. So here we are then, like early 2020. I hit the 1,000 mark, and I was like, boom, I did it. So, and then, you know, the pandemic happened and everything like that, but I don't think that's really like I'm not really trying to use that as an excuse, but I do want to say that I do have a full-time job in addition to customizing shoes. So, and a family, and yeah. So, I mean, I think that was working for me at the time when I was getting up to the 1,000 subscriber mark. But I think so I just came up with this theory actually right now while I'm sitting here. I'm thinking like once the pandemic happened and people were starting to like really just sit at home and be on social media. So I think something different happened with that. Because before, a lot of people were on the go, right? I mean, they would look at their phone, but you know, they just a quick stroll. You see something catch your eye and boom, you like it and you keep moving. But I think once the pandemic happened, everything slowed down. People really started to kind of just pay attention to stuff what people were posting. And I think my page probably got a little boring, probably, to be honest with you. I don't think I was putting enough life into my posts. Like, if you looked at my story, you could see me doing different things. But in my post, You know, it was just a shoot, right? It was just a shoot. I mean, I wasn't taking no crappy photos. I made sure that my backgrounds were good. I had an iPhone, so it was the best quality photo that I could get with an iPhone. It looked good, right? So I was doing all that, but I think my page probably got a little boring. I started like stop getting as many followers, right? I was still creating. So just think about this, the whole 2020, right? Right at the beginning of 2020, I had just hit 1,000 followers. So from the beginning of 2020 to the end of 2020, my count following was at like 1,600. So I gained about 600 followers total for that entire year. So it's probably like 50, 60 followers per month, compared to the year before. You know, I kind of got, I hit 1,000 within like a year's span. So I was like, man, what am I doing wrong? Because you look back if I look at all my work that I did in 2020, and I'm gonna put them right here. So if you take a look at all that work I did in 2020, it was some fire. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that, but hey, it was some fire, like for real. So I had the quality of work. All the quality of work was there. That wasn't the problem. So I had to think about what else is that I'm doing. Like, I was getting money too. I was making money from my customers, so I still had steady business coming in. But it's still just not the same. So when you're doing this, like when you're doing customizing, or you're doing any type of art form, whether it be singing and acting or whatever it is, man, like clientele comes in bulks. Like, you need people. Literally, probably for every 100 people that come in your inbox, man, like probably 5 of them gonna actually buy something. If you only got 5 people in your inbox, you know what I'm saying? How many customers you actually making, you know what I'm saying, out of every 5 people that come through? Found this in CVS the other night. I saw Renata was like, don't nobody want to drink no, don't nobody eat no Wheaties, don't nobody eat no Wheaties. I was like, I'm not buying it for to eat the Wheaties, I'm buying it for the box. And then I just looked it up real quick on I just searched it real quick, and the box is sold out on the Wheaties website. And I showed her how somebody had posted this on like eBay or some resale site for like $104 to buy this. So I don't really know if the LeBron Wheatie box is like that rare, but I know people like Wheatie boxes, and when I saw this, I was like, it was the only one in there. So I was like, I'm copping this, $3. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, man? I was like, you know what? I think I might have to go back to, I think I might just have to leave the whole order and being clean and, still have quality photos, but just trying to make my page just look super clean, like my boy JD the Painter said, and stuff like that, and just go back to focusing on entertaining people as well as having great art. So like late December, that's when I was like, forget it. So I just started posting like some old stuff, like me just actually just painting random stuff, like the stuff people get blow up off of on TikTok, actually like really just painting one check on a shoe on TikTok, and you got like 50 you got 500,000 people viewing it and liking it. So I was like, I just got to start showing people some more behind the scenes stuff, and more of myself and more of my personality and the person who I am. At the end of December, I started doing that, and immediately I started noticing I had more views. I had more views on my post. I was getting more likes on my post, and I was like, dang, bro, like I've been like cheating myself all this time, you know what I'm saying? By trying to be too strategic with it, you know what I mean? And not being like, not being myself. So, but there's nothing wrong with trial and error, right? So I did my research. I was seeing what would work for me. Some of the stuff worked, but over time, it stopped working. So I had to, I just had to take whatever it was that I learned, which was, the bio thing. That was cool. How he'll set it up and just make it look like a real like magazine spread. I did that for a couple of my photos, and that works too. People like that stuff. So I take that tool, I take this tool, I take all these different nuggets and these tools from people, man, and I put it inside my little toolbox, and I make my own toolbox, right? And now I'm ready to build, and now I'm ready to kind of build my platform, but with my style on it, or with my touch on it. And also what happened is I went back to looking in to paid promotions. Like, I know a lot of people, I've seen some people say, like, you know, Instagram and Facebook, they just want you to pay for ads. They just want you to, you know what I'm saying, promote your stuff. But man, yeah, bro, like, their platform, they want to make money. You know what I'm saying? They definitely want to make money. And if you think about it, all these big companies, man, Apple, Walmart, all these people spend millions and millions of dollars on ads, on promotion, on all that stuff. So you definitely got to keep investing into yourself, man, and not just with your materials and things around you, but you have to invest in ad space. I went back to one of my old posts, man, my best shoe of 2020 according to Instagram was the Zeta Stylist Air Jordan 1. I went back and I promoted that post. That post already had like 500 likes or something like that, which again is good for me. I promoted that post, and immediately, man, people started seeing it again. It got back on the feed, because that's one thing about Instagram. Once you post something, it's like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You post that photo, man, and it's gone. As the days go by, that post is gone. So I promoted that, and it started just showing back up I selected the audience that I wanted to see it, and it started showing up again on people's timelines, man. I started getting more likes from off of that, and I got more followers from off of that. I promoted a few more posts, and I only was spending like $5 to promote it, $10 to promote it. You know what I'm saying? For like a week, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you pay for that to get your post seen more on the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know you got something dope and quality, bro. Like, and you know it's something different and something that's gonna pop. Take the time and invest into that. So I ended up getting back on Facebook, man, and creating an art by art page, and I joined a bunch of custom groups as well. And just so you know, Facebook is definitely full of scammers, and you know, people probably gonna be stealing your stuff and doing all that. But you know, if people ain't jocking your style, you know what I'm saying, you ain't hot.
I'm hot cause I'm fly, you ain't cause you not.
But anyway, so I got back on there, I joined a couple of groups, man, and I actually went back and posted some old work from last year, and it was probably the simplest custom that I did last year. And it blew up on Facebook, right? It blew up on Facebook in those custom groups. Like I'll put the numbers up right now. So since I kind of got back into investing more back into like ads and promoting my work, just in this month alone of January, I already gained like 200 more followers. Let me check like right now and see where I'm at. So right now I'm at like 1850. So I'm at 1846, but I rounded it up, you feel me? So just in this January alone, because I came into January with like 1,600 followers. So just in this alone, in the month of January, I already gained, 200 more followers. And then, and again, what that is more possible clientele, it's more people inquiring. And again, like I said before, man, for every amount of people that you got inquiring, only so many people gonna buy. So the more people that you can get inquiring about your work, the more sales you'll get in the long run. I've heard a lot of things. So even just today, I seen somebody talk about the Instagram algorithm again, sharing a post within the first 30 minutes, saving the post, commenting on the post within the first 30 minutes and stuff like that. And do I think that's real? And if it works, it's definitely real, right? And I think it definitely works. But the only thing is that you gotta get people to actually see that first. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have any followings, if you have no followers to like and comment and share your post, it's pointless to have people commenting on your post within the first 30 minutes if you don't got nobody following you. So I definitely think the key to all that, man, is like, be yourself. Take different things. That's what you see working for everybody, man. And hit them up and ask them. They might tell you, they might not. They might say, hey, figure it out for yourself. I think for me, it's working for me to just not post in that clean manner of just 3 pics in a row, but more so of just, you know, let people see what you're doing. Show people that when you're working, you know what I'm saying, it was just a quick little video, your prep process, whatever it is, you know, show them that little stuff, man. People want to see that. People want to know that you're actually a real person behind that camera. Even with that being said, there are people I know too, I've never seen their face. The homie Ty Customs, I've never seen Ty Customs' face. But the crazy thing about it is, like, anytime I see his post, like, I know it's him. You know what I'm saying? And he got a nice size following as well for somebody who I've never seen their face before. But then again, you know, I look at the kid Customs, I always see her face, and same thing, she got a nice size following. So different stuff gonna work for different people. That's just how it is. You can set your page up just like somebody else's. You can take your pictures just like somebody else does, or you know what I'm saying, you can create the same custom that somebody else creates, which is not recommended.
Yeah, don't do that.
And it might not work for you. So you just got to play around with it all and see what works for you. That's what I think you need to do. And that's kind of what I think about the Instagram algorithm, man. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. What I think you need to do is find out what works for you and do that.
So let me give you a major key.
Don't get caught focusing on others, right? Focus on your own journey. Enjoy your journey. All right, man, that's all I got for today. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about the Instagram algorithm. Again, everything I was talking about today was just my own experience and what has been working for me so far and not working for me so far. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the episode of Kicking It with Art. And yeah, let me know what else y'all want to talk about in the future. I'm out.